white car up here. He's a pretty good driver. Kind of funny that the first time I decide to take out the camera, test the mount, thinking I drive 71 pretty good. The guy that's out in front of me drives it just as well as I do. It's pretty rare on this road to see anybody that knows what they're doing. But he does. Or she. Whatever it is. Got the warning strips. Yep, smells like leaves burning. This turn's pretty serious. It's going down and around to the left. You gotta kind of slow down beforehand, but then when you get here, you need a little bit of power to get through. Put the gas there. And here you gotta kind of let off the gas a little bit, run through it. Shouldn't be braking at all, really. And there we are. Through that little twisty little snake in the road there. There'll be a couple more like that through here. But for the most part, the 71, if you've driven it before a couple times, you can haul ass. Turn in there is for Lake Fort Smith entrance. Okay, we're slowed down a little bit now. We're going about 60. Those Corvettes were probably going 70 up the hill. Yeah, this is another kind of serious turn here. You see he's braking. He brakes into it, and then he's off his brake. So I'm off my brake now. Gas to get around the corner, the curve. Then we do it, gas here again, speeding up. Oh, more warning strips. The guy in front of us is now running into somebody who is piddling. Yeah, this one's serious. I'm braking here. I'm off the brake. Now I'm on the gas, getting through the corner. I'm really giving it the gas now. Yeah. Yep. Behind a slow poke. This is one of these straight stretches here where you can floor it and get up and get through it. I'm just kind of coasting here. Letting the uphill slow me down. Now I'm giving it gas to get through it. But now I'm going to brake a little bit. And I'm coming around. Our turn is going to be before too long to get onto 49. The leaves are just starting to change. As you can see, this straight stretch through here is where you can punch it and get going fast again. See, they're not, that van up there is not really interested in past somebody, but that van's one of these classic drivers on 71 that will slow way down unnecessarily around curves in the straight stretches, speed up, going over the speed limit. To where now to pass him, you've really got to break the speed limit. Like they'll slow down to this corner here, but you don't have to. It's a 40-mile-an-hour suggested speed limit. You don't have to slow down on this one if you're not going over 65. I went to that going 55, no problem. Just kind of coasting. Guaranteed, both of these cats in front of me are gonna turn right onto 49. And they'll drive faster on 49 than I want to, which is no problem with me. I don't care to go super fast in the interstate. It's not worth the hassle, in my opinion. If I can go the speed limit on cruise control, I am a happy driver. 49 is notorious for people not maintaining speed. Yes, they're braking way down, turning. Well, the white car is going all the way through. Maybe it might live in Mountainburg, or maybe Alma. Who knows? It's just kind of a 71, just kind of a dead highway. Nobody drives on it anymore. Back in the day, that was one of two ways to get to Fayetteville, which prompted Lou Holtz to say Fayetteville isn't the end of the world, but you can see it from there, to Johnny Carson, much to the chagrin of the Razorback faithful. But Lou always had a way with words. One of these days I'll take this on the pig trail if I can, although from what I heard from my brother, it's not a road that's in good shape anymore. And very difficult to, very, very hard on the vehicle to drive. But those little snaky-esque curves on 71 are much more frequent on the pig trail on Highway 23. I mean, it is constant. You have to really pay attention when you're driving on it. You got to pay attention on 71 as well. If you don't, you can end up in a bad way. There used to be signs when you'd get onto 71, like right headed south, you're getting past Winslow, saying, you know, very crooked and steep next, I don't know, 17 miles or whatever it is. There have been, and they would list a number, you know, 11 deaths in the last 5 years on the road. I'm getting the interstate here. I'm going 74. Which is okay for my speed. I don't really care to go faster than that, 74, 75. But the thing is, all these trucks, you know, they'll get going fast going down the hills, but they really struggle going uphill. I'm gonna get around this guy in the white Hyundai. Looks like maybe a government license plate on there. Can't tell. Oklahoma license plate. So we know where he's going. Going about 79 just to get past Mr. Truck. Probably get around the guy with the flatbed here. Ozarks going up through here, so there's nobody behind me. I don't like camping in the left lane, but really don't have a choice. Yeah, the white Cherokee's coming over, says the van. I'll let him over, I don't care. Don't want to box him in, I have no interest in doing that. Yeah, we're going 70. Going faster, going downhill. The van is braking on the interstate, braking for some reason. Back up to 80, that's how fast they were going. I'm on cruise control. Kind of gaining. As I can, I want to get back over to the right lane and go and get back down to 75. Like I said, I don't care to try to pass everybody. Traveling on the interstate one way or the other, if you're going close to the speed limit, you're going to make good time. There's no reason to be in a hurry driving on people's ass when you're on the interstate. It's dangerous. So I'm kind of going downhill and coasting. Got 76. I put back on the cruise control. Mr. Blue Car was on the interstate when I got on, and he seemed like he was hauling ass. Now I don't know. Now the van is gonna trap himself here. On-ramp. Yeah, typical. The guy in the blue car is not really paying attention to his speed. Like there's a Subaru coming up behind me to the left. Maybe that's a Nissan, I can't tell. I don't know if I'll ever get a rear camera. It seems like too many screens for me to look at, so I'm going to bump up my speed here. Shit show. So we're going downhill. We're going 80. Yeah. Mr. Hallett was trying to get over. He's not going to be able to. And we're about to be slowing way down. Yeah, I've got a Nissan riding my ass now. We're just going to kind of sit here. Happens constantly in 49, going under 70. Some truck coming over to my lane. Now he's gonna we're down to 60. Not exactly flooring it, but Mr. Tailgater Nissan falling way back, clearly not paying attention, just looking for a bumper to suck onto. Braking again on the interstate. I'm not braking, I haven't touched the brakes since I've got on the interstate. people get really annoyed with truckers on the interstate with stuff like that happening, and I used to a lot when I was younger as well, because I'm young, I'm in a hurry, damn you, get out of my way, trucker man. But older now, I know these guys are working for a living, doing the best they can. They're not the problem. It's people that piddle dick around and don't pay attention to their speed, don't understand what's going on around them. We got this long line of cars here, and this Nissan just riding my ass, so I'm gonna get over for him slowly. Back down to 75. Yeah, there's that Nissan. I'm about to go up to 80 and get in the left lane. Maybe, I don't know. I haven't decided. We're getting close to the interchange here where 49 splits off into 40 West, going into Alma and Fort Smith, the Oklahoma state line. We're going east towards Little Rock. This stretch of road through here ends up being pretty wild with the speeds people get up to, because we're kind of going downhill and it's straight and it hasn't been straight. People know they need to make if they've been out here before, they know they need to make their turn off. I'm not getting over because there's a GMC coming up on my left, going pretty fast, so let him get by me. No interest in Denali having him get on my ass. So yeah, just a line of cars here. But as I get in the left lane, I'm speeding up to keep up with the flow of traffic. Because these guys in front of me, they are moving now. There's the van we observed. Almost driving off the road. I don't know what she's doing. She's having a bad day, I don't know. She's probably tired. I'm tired. But there we see Little Rock, Fort Smith, 2 miles. So. Might see police officers up there. So here's Mr. Blue Car now. He can't decide what he wants to do. I imagine he's gonna head west. That's why I was in the right lane. I'm going to 81. Yeah, there he goes. There's an exit here in Column Lane. But Denali is going west as well. We're staying in this lane. The speed drops down here. The speed limit to 65 and then 55. The only time people observe that is if they see the police. They'll start slamming on their brakes. You usually see them right there with that tree. The tree line ends there. But nobody's there. It says 55. I'm not slowing down. I'm going to get up here to turn off and take off cruise control and just kind of coast around to get on 40. This spot here, you can get people riding your ass pretty hard certain days. But you see it there. It doesn't look like there's a lot of traffic, but you never know. This entrance onto 40 is kind of dicey sometimes because people are getting off to go to Alma to get back onto 71. Yep, so right there. So I'm signaling now. Signaling left. Alma exit only. I'm checking my blind spot, so those guys are coming over. Nobody's in my blind spot, so I'm getting onto the road. And that's how that's done. Then there will be a lot of people up here getting onto 40, but to the right there is 71. That's the road we were on, with all the twists and turns. Depth Shannon at Alma. 49 saves a lot of time. Interstate 49 and US 71 run basically parallel to one another. Here's a Cybertruck. I'm not even going 75 now, I'm going 72. Trucks, the big rigs are much more consistent in their speed on I40 proper. There aren't really hills like there are on 49. So once I get on here, I just kind of take it easy. Just let the cruise control drive for me and keep it in the lane and not worry about much. This happens a lot on 40. 40 is a very busy interstate. People get clumped up, and clumped up, and clumped up, and clumped up. It used to drive me nuts when I was younger. But I found if I go a little bit slower, I don't get clumped up as much, and then when the opportunity arises, accelerate and get past it, which is what I'm about to do. I'm bumping up my cruise control here a little bit. Let me get around this semi. But between Fort Smith and Little Rock, the biggest town is Russellville. Russellville's a good-sized town, especially for Arkansas. I can't remember how many people live there. It seemed like when I was in college, they had maybe 25,000 people. I could be way off on that, but Russellville's a real town. You know, it's a real city. They've got a lot of people there. Arkansas Tech University is in Russellville. Lake Darnell is there. It's close to Nuclear One, which is I think the only nuke power plant in Arkansas. So a lot of people on 40 between Alma and Little Rock are going to be exiting at Russellville. A lot of people exit at Clarksville, which is one of the larger towns. Now I'm just kind of stuck here in the left lane. I know that there's a white semi up there with a red SUV behind it. I didn't want to box in Mr. Cybertruck, but he seems content to stay right there, so have at it. I don't want to box him in, so I'm getting around it. But I also don't want to tailgate the silver SUV up in front of me either. We're moving at a pretty good pace. There's this exit up here for, I can't remember the name of the town. Some people will get off there. It's a little town, but there is a gas station. Yeah, Mr. Semi is coming over. Oh, yeah, Copper's got him one up here. That's why we keep a safe distance between us and the car in front of us, because you never know what you're going to see when somebody's going to have to suddenly change lanes because of the police are on the side of the road, you need to get over. If for no other reason than safety. Looks like we're driving into a storm. I don't think we are, but it kind of looks like it. I don't think we're going to hit rain by the time we get to Ozark. Braking again on the interstate for some reason. You'll hear me talk about that a lot because there's really not an instance where you need to be braking on the interstate. Big rigs notwithstanding. A car, just a personal vehicle, what the hell are you doing? You gotta brake on the interstate. I mean, there was nothing pulled out in front of him. He's just, I don't know, not paying attention. I'm going faster than I want to, so I'm probably gonna get over here pretty soon once I get past this truck. I just don't care to hang out in the left lane and try to pass people all day. It's pretty lame. I don't like doing it. But then again, this little truck here is going pretty slow, so we're probably going to get around him. And you see this truck, he's going really slow. Why is he going slow? Well, somebody in the vehicle in front of him is going really slow. Why are they just hanging out in that lane? Well, they're going to exit at Mulberry, probably. Going a few miles down the road, no use in trying to go too fast. Yeah, so that yellow truck that I just got by got in the left lane to pass, so he's sick of being behind that dude there. He's got shit hanging off his car. So I'm back here, back in the right lane, where I want to be. I'm slowing down to 75, and I'm going to put it on cruise control. This camper van, oh, we got another one got another vehicle pulled over, so I'm going to get over. That camper couldn't. Pass him, obviously, gaining on him. But even if I'm in the right lane and I'm going the speed I want, I'm going 75, on the interstate, when you get in the left lane to overtake people, you need to speed up. You need to speed up and get by them. Don't just keep driving at the same speed. They're from Florida. This dude in the 4x4 towing his camper. Wonder where they're coming from. No telling. Arkansas has a lot of nice state parks. So I'm slowing back down to 75 now. I got around him. I'm slowing down. Kind of windy. But an I40 in Arkansas, you will see, and there's studies on this, of course, but you will see a very large amount of 18-wheelers. So much trucking on I40, no matter what part of the country you're in, on the interstate, on 40. But in Arkansas especially, you will see a lot of semis. You've got Walmart up in Bentonville, which, is off of, I49 goes up to Bentonville, up to the Missouri state line, but then 40 is what connects it. And then Memphis, of course, is on the Arkansas River across the border from Arkansas. I-40 takes you right to Memphis. I-40 passes through Little Rock, largest city in Arkansas, of course, and it's the state capital. North Little Rock is also a really big town right across the river from Little Rock. But then Little Rock too, you get I-30 starting, and that goes from Little Rock to Texarkana and on to Dallas. I'm getting over because there's another truck stopped up here on the right side. I guess it's stopped on the side of the road day. I don't know what's going on. Maybe nature called, I don't know. But because of that, and, you know, in Texarkana, that's where a lot of times you'll exit if you're going on to Shreveport. FedEx, of course, is in Memphis. Tyson is up in northwest Arkansas as well, so you got 40 to get there. Once you're in Memphis, you can connect the interstates there, going up to St. Louis and then Chicago. You just get a lot of trucking in Arkansas. The section of 40 between Little Rock and Memphis is bumper to bumper semis, no matter the time of day, the time of year, weather, doesn't matter. It is all semis all the time. So you will not make good time when you're driving that. But there is no other way, hardly, to get from Little Rock to Memphis, or Memphis to Little Rock, than taking I-40. You have no choice other than to fly. We're going down to about 71 now. When this semi-truck finally gets over, I'm going to punch it. God. Well, oversized load. The car to the right of me, the truck to the right of me was wanting to come over. He's signaling. What the hell can I do at that point, you know? So I'm going 80 now. I get up to 85 probably. Get around this shit. Just get away from these people. Something hit my windshield. I'm sure it was a rock. Again. Beautiful view looking south, kinda. Well, east, I guess. Notice that semi-truck in front of me. I've been behind him on 40 the whole time. He's going fast for a truck. Downhill a little bit, so he's going to speed up. Got about another 8 or 9 miles before we get to Ozark, I think. Oh, and another one. I'm speeding up to get the left lane. Nobody rides my ass. Boy, a lot of that today. Going downhill, but I'm slowing down. There we go. Back to 75 where I want to be. gaggle of cars coming up behind me now. They're all playing leapfrog. See, they're all bunched up together. Amazing how that happens, huh? A 2,000-mile-long interstate. This group of people wants to just drive as if they're in town, just following just a couple of car lanes, not making any better time by doing that. We're coming up to the first Ozark exit here, and there's the Cybertruck. All of a sudden he's going 80 as well, because he saw other people going fast. Well, hell, I'll get in that line and go fast with it. This is the second to last car that's going to pass me. And then the last one's coming up, and I'm getting over. There's a truck behind me. Oh, here's Mr. Oklahoma. All of a sudden, he's going faster too. I've sped up. This work truck that's behind me thought he was going to pass me. Because, I don't know. He just thought he was. He's not. Yep, now we got us a long line here going up the hill into Ozark. But this exit up here for Ozark is where the pig trail will dump you out at. If you take it going from Fayetteville down Highway 16 through Elkins towards St. Paul, you exit south off Highway 16 onto 23. That's the big trail, and it takes you here to this Ozark Huntsville exit there. This is where you get on the interstate. Now we'll go up this hill here, and this truck in the left lane, well, that's the guy that was going fast, so he might be able to maintain the speed. But I'm about to get over because I'm pretty exasperated, actually, with the way these people are going. So I'm going up to 85 just to keep up. This rest area. Kind of staying in this lane here. There's nobody behind me that's looking to pass, just because a lot of times from this rest area people are trying to get back on the interstate and they are not going fast because it is a quick on-ramp. I'm going to finally pass this truck though, because our Ozark exit's coming up. This will be fun. I'm hauling ass now. Going 85. Oh, got on the left line. The yellow line there on the left there a little bit. There's my Ozark exit. That's where I'm going. I'm going to signal right, check my blind spot, getting over. And I'm going to get right on Mr. Truck's rear to exit. Oh, he's turning left because the guy in front of him, I guess, is really going slow. So, looks like Mr. Cybertruck might be getting off at Ozark as well. He's up this guy's ass here. God, he can barely get over. Where's that? Garda World. I wonder what that is. Wherever it is, I don't want to go. And that's the drive to Ozark. 47 minutes and 30 seconds. I don't know if that's a good time or not. I never really clock it. Loves. I need to air my tires, I think. Probably get some gas. I think gas will be cheaper here than it is in Northwest Arkansas. Well, Northwest Arkansas proper, I guess. I'm looking to my left, it's a yield sign, but I kind of slow down and stop a little bit anyway. That's it. Thanks for watching.